Why did Trump suddenly pull the plug on Ukraine, leaving Europe completely in shock? Why is he seemingly handing a victory to Putin while screaming, "America first"? And for every American holding an iPhone, here is the terrifying question. Is Trump preparing to sell Taiwan to China next? Will there even be a next iPhone? This isn't chaotic diplomacy. On the balance sheet, it makes perfect sense. What you are witnessing is a liquidation sale to fund the real war. Welcome to Punchline Presents. Today, let's talk Trump business. For the past few years, the US has been pouring billions into Ukraine. To a traditional politician, this is defending democracy. But to Donald Trump, he doesn't see a country. He sees a distressed asset. Imagine Ukraine is a massive, crumbling real estate project. The previous developer, Biden, kept throwing cash at it. But the foundation is cracking, and the ROI, return on investment, is negative. Trump walks onto the construction site, kicks a piece of rubble, and checks the ledger.
We spent how much? And Putin is still squatting in the living room? This is a disaster. Worst deal ever. Stop the payments. Cut the water. We are leaving.
This is the sunk cost fallacy versus the stop loss. Trump isn't interested in moral victories. He cares about inflation, the deficit, and his domestic poll numbers. Ukraine is a money pit. And in the business world, when you have a money pit, you don't fix it, you dump it. But here is the twist. He isn't just cutting costs. He's clearing cap space for a much bigger trade. So if he dumps Ukraine, does that mean peace? Well, define peace. Trump's version of peace is transactional isolationism. It's not about harmony, it's about the deal. He lets Russia keep some territory. Why? Because fighting for it is too expensive. It's like a police officer watching a mugging and telling the victim,
Look, just let him have the wallet. If you fight, you need stitches. Stitches cost money. My insurance premiums go up. Just give him the wallet. See? No fighting. Boom. Peace accomplished.
Trump gets to go on TV and say he fulfilled his campaign promise. He stopped the bleeding of US tax dollars. Sure, the bad guy keeps the loot, but the balance sheet looks better. This is the new world order. The US is no longer the world police. We are now a private security company. And if the client, whether it's Zelensky or NATO, can't pay the premium, the service gets canceled. Now imagine you are Poland, or South Korea, or Japan. You just watched the US security company walk away from the Ukraine contract because the overhead was too high. Panic mode activated. The logic of credibility is bankrupt. The old American alliance system was like full coverage insurance. You pay a little, we protect everything. Under Trump, it's pay-per-view security. You want the US Navy to patrol your waters? That'll be $5 billion plus a 20% tariff exemption on American beef. And, sorry Japan, your subscription has expired. Please insert coin to continue naval exercises. This strategic contraction sends a signal to every dictator and warlord. Everything is negotiable. But here is the trillion-dollar question. If Ukraine was a distressed asset, that was easy to dump. What about the crown jewel? What about the most expensive piece of real estate on the geopolitical map? Taiwan. A lot of experts scream, Trump hates China. He will defend Taiwan to spite Beijing. Wrong. Look at the balance sheet again. Ukraine was a liability, a money pit. Taiwan is an asset, a gold mine. It controls the semiconductor industry and the first island chain. But remember, Trump is a businessman. What do you do with a high-value asset? Do you keep it in a safe forever just to look at it? No. You sell it when the market is at its peak. In Trump's eyes, Taiwan isn't a democratic friend. Taiwan is a limited edition baseball card. He knows China wants this card desperately. It's the only card missing from their collection. So, the conflict isn't about ideology. It's a price negotiation. Imagine Xi Jinping calls the White House.
Donald, my friend, Taiwan is ours. You stay out.
No way, Xi. Tremendous island. Beautiful chips. Very expensive. You touch it, boom. 200% tariffs.
What if we buy $500 billion in U.S. debt? We stop all fentanyl shipments, and we give Trump hotels exclusive rights in Shanghai.
Make it 600 billion, and you have a deal.
To Trump, Taiwan is leverage, and leverage is meant to be used. So, the question is, how would this sale actually happen? It won't look like a surrender, it will be marketed as a victory. Here is scenario A, the chip independence excuse. Since TSMC is already building massive factories in Arizona, the US secures its supply chain. Trump could argue,
Why should American boys die for an island when we already have the chips here? Basically, we already stole the tech. Very smart.
the value of the island itself drops on his spreadsheet. Or scenario B, the grand bargain. China offers massive trade concessions. They promise peace in the Pacific. Trump announces,
I have made the greatest trade deal in history. China respects us again. We are bringing our troops home.
He frames the abandonment of the first island chain as strategic restructuring. Just like with Ukraine, the logic loops back to America first. America first means America's profit first. If the cost of defending Taiwan exceeds the benefit of selling it, the for sale sign goes up. So seeing Trump reduce global diplomacy to a cold, hard transaction is terrifying. He isn't just changing the rules, he is dismantling the traditional order we built. In this new reality, allies are just monthly subscriptions, wars are overhead costs, and sovereign nations, to Trump, they are merely merchandise. It's logical, but brutal. The entire global order is being liquidated by this ruthless CEO.
Look at this island, folks. Beautiful island. Taiwan. Prime location, China. You want it? It's yours. Just buy 10 million MAGA hats, 0 tariffs for my hotels, and maybe a tower in Beijing with my name on it. Deal? Best deal ever.
So, with Ukraine dumped and Taiwan sold off, who is next?
Greenland, where are you? It's your turn.
Thanks for watching Punchline Presents. Don't forget to subscribe before Trump sells this channel to China.